feel like I always have some of the worst luck when it comes to when I'm wanting to plan to like review discs. Like all week Saturday's gonna be the perfect day. It's not supposed to rain until Sunday. Be great. It rained and it's actively like sprinkling right now. Today we're reviewing a disc from Thought Space Athletics. It is the new Expanse, which is the first disc that they're doing in collaboration with Discraft. So the plastic and the molding and all that, from what I know, is done by Discraft in their factory for Thought Space. And of course, Thought Space is known for having these really cool stamps. A lot of people I've seen have compared it and said that it is close to being Discraft or Thought Space's Trail. I want to try and find a disc that fits that 10 to 11 speed slot that I can get to flight control. Basically push pretty straight, a little bit of fade, or just a straight fade at the very end of the flight. So to compare it, we do have an MVP trail we're going to work with. Katrina Allen prototype driver, I think this is now called the Typhoon. Scorch from Discraft, 11.5-22, which is the same numbers as the Expanse. Then the DGA Undertow, which I don't ever really see a lot of videos made on this disc. It's 10.4-11, so it's got the numbers that are the closest to being a trail. We'll start with the Expanse, and then it'll just be basically whichever one gets the box. We'll play CTP on all the discs, because putting, you can run into me not being a good putter and accidentally giving a disc what it doesn't need. Okay, that thing turned a lot quicker than I was expecting. Okay, that was pretty down tempo. Still had a pretty big dump at the end of it. This is the Scorch. Put that one a little more hyzer than I meant. We'll pop up. That's probably going to get our CTP. The Trail. Oh, I pulled that over. I think I pulled it about the same as the Expanse. So, and they flew relatively the same. We're going to throw all these forehand, light little flicks, try to get over the little wet part of the fairway there. We're going to go undertow first. That's the one that was the closest out of the first hole. So we'll just go whichever one has CTP, that's what we'll throw first in the next hole. Well, it's technically OB, but like I said, we're not really playing for score, much of just see flights. The profile of the Typhoon here is kind of cool. You can see where it almost has like another edge that pops up. Or I can throw it into the ground. Get over it. That's super high. Any flip out of that one. Not great forehand discs for me, at least. There's a lot of people who actually forehand like the Trail and such. Not great for me. So hole 3 is 362 feet, par 3. It's over there on the right. We're gonna try some backhand turnover shots on this hole. I think the Trail had us in the last one, so we'll go Trail first, and we'll follow the rest of them from there. Little fade at the end of it. It's down there though. I want to be throwing the Expanse and the Trail next to each other no matter what. Just that way, because that's the main comparison. But so this is the Expanse next. Doing about the same angle. I just do a little bit further left. That one is flippier, but it still has a pretty good fade at the end of it. Pretty close to that Expanse, actually. This is the Typhoon. That fades now will be good. Pretty similar flights for all of these. And I think that one's super low. That one doesn't have as much flip though. Flies pretty straight. A little bit of finish on the end of that one. We've got a little bit of a headwind coming in this, so we'll be able to kind of see how these things fly into a headwind. Not a super big one though. I'll just have to remember to give these a little more hyzer than normal. The Typhoon was the closest on the last hole. This microphone does not like sticking on this jacket, I tell you what. I said more flat than I think, and I just skied that one on a lot of hyzer. Oh, now that one's flippier now. wondering if I'm just not getting a good grip on them. They're not wet, which is what I was expecting from all the rain out here, but I've been keeping them dry. Well, that's just like a beautiful shot right there in front of the Mando trees. Let's see if we can match that with the Expanse now. Nope, you'll pull it over into the brush. Want to get a lucky kick out? We drop down, okay. It's real because the Expanse and the Trail, they look very similar when it comes to their profiles. And I don't know if it's because of how much more gummy the plastic is on the Expanse, which lets me kind of like push through it more when I hold it. But it almost feels like the rim is more clunky on the Expanse. Doesn't feel super confident when I throw it. That might be bad news for the Expanse. Hole 5 is 559, it's the par 4. We're just gonna try and throw these kind of towards the big tall tree you see to the left as our aim point. Trail was the closest on the last hole, so that's what we'll throw first. A little nose up on that, but it's pretty good. We'll go with the Typhoon next. Threw that one a little more hyzer. Got to pop up pretty flat. Didn't get too much drift on the right out of it. I think it's just because of how much hyzer I put it on. See, I keep... That's out there. Good grief. I keep pulling the Expanse right, and I think it's because of how it feels. Like, it feels like it's hooking onto my hand a little longer than I want it to. And the undertow is our last one here. Try and throw it while holding this bag in my left hand. I feel like I pulled that one over just a little bit. But we'll throw from here our up shots. I'll leave that there. We'll throw that one last so I can have that same location. Oh, juice that. Don't put that much on it. A little closer, I think. Yeah. That should be shorter. Which I early released because I think we're supposed to be getting some more rain here shortly. So I'm gonna grab these and we're gonna jump to hole 8 and throw 8 and 9. That'll give us a sort of shorter regular shot and then one more proper forehand hole that should give us another nice little look at what these do. So like I said, we're on hole 8 now, 322. So we're gonna do forehand here. We're not gonna try the turn over. Yeah, it's pretty neutral flight. We'll throw this Scorch next. A little more pop up on that one. Got around that corner pretty nice. Now I have a little bit of a tailwind now. It was headwind earlier. Stay up. Come on, give me a big skip. That's kind of cool. Oh no. I didn't work. We'll throw that again. Trail. I thought all my forehands really nose up. I gotta work on that. Thing has got some flip to it. That got out there. So the Typhoon there got the closest. It did get that really weird ground skip. Actually, technically the Scorch got closest. My biggest issue with this thing is like, you know, just the way that rim is designed. I don't know, it feels odd. It's kind of the same thing as like, I can't name the exact thing, but it's kind of there with the Expanse where it's like, it just doesn't feel very good in my hand. So far, the one that's actually winning in the regard of like best hand feel is probably the Scorch, but it's just got a lot of flip to it. Flight-wise, the undertow is pretty up there right now. Hole 9, last hole. So 276 here. We will throw, I'm gonna go Scorch first here. To throw these light so that way they don't burn over or go super long. I immediately didn't do that. There we go. Gotta stop pulling them way up. Pull that over. There we go. Honestly, the undertow has a really good hand feel. I really like it a lot. The way that it's a little more shallow than the other three for like straighter shots, like shots I'm trying to be more accurate with. I don't know why, it makes sense to me that it feels I can get more accuracy with it. Whereas with the deeper ones like the Trail and the Expanse, I'll accidentally hold on to those a little bit longer. If I'm trying to go for that 10 to 11 speed slot that I can get those straight flights with, a little bitty bit of fade at the end of it. If I wanted it to go a little bit straight, I just have to put on a little bit of flex. I think the goal disc for me is going to be the undertow. As for this Expanse, is it the one that's going to be going in the bag? No. However, I don't necessarily think it's a bad disc. The plastic itself, today's not a great day to show it. You can kind of see the gumminess of it, but when it's warmer outside, it's really gummy plastic, kind of feels almost starish. So I'm wondering if it's a version of the blend that they're using for the Climo discs. As for some of the other ones, I mean, obviously the Trail, that's a Trail, y'all have seen the Trail 1,000 times, you know how those fly. This disc, I don't know. I just can't get over that like bump that's on the bottom of the rim. Scorch that's a great disc. For me, if I were to put this in the back, it would honestly probably more feel like a roller slot. So Forehand actually feels really good. It's real nice and thin on the Forehand. I mean, out of all of these, the one that just kind of combines them all, I think is this undertow. I love the flight of it. It's real nice, neutral flight. Feels great Forehand, you know, that real thin feel, just like that Scorch is. So this is definitely the winner out of these for me. This is gonna go in the bag. Hopefully the next time you see a video, it's not gonna be wet and rainy the entire time. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure you hit like, subscribe if you haven't already. There's a bunch of you guys that watch the videos that aren't subscribed, so doing that helps me out a ton. Put a comment down below if you have any suggestions for discs that you want me to check out or anything like that. Let me know out of these which one you think, if you've gotten a chance to throw these, which one's your favorite. With all that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.